Hi, everybody. So I have my kitty purring next to me, and it is about 10:12 on October 12th, my birthday. So this is stream 2 for the night. Told y'all I'd be back, and I worked on editing first appearance. No, not first appearance. I'm sorry. I got that wrong. Just the Thurston County calendar. So I got about halfway through the editing process on that. And I just figured I would come on and say hi. Someone just entered the room. And I, for my birthday, I am doing a giveaway. Hi, Ardo. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you. So, are you still up or are you just getting up? That's my question. Hi, Drums. Hi, Lane S. Welcome back. I'm so happy to see you guys. I really am. The clip that I edited, it is in the process of rendering. So until that is done, I'm going to explain what I'm doing for the giveaway. So we won't know winners until tomorrow. And just because I know how live streams go and people pop in and out, I'm probably going to explain this a few times. So one of my many hobbies is that I make jewelry. Don't mind me. Dang it, one fell off of its card. So I make jewelry, and they all have a special meaning, positive messages. So I am giving away some sets of earrings tonight. So this is one set. And they are made so whichever ear you put them in, the rainbows are going to be in the right direction. I very, very meticulously went over that with every pair and making sure that that was set up properly. So that's one pair. This is a pair, and of course they're going to flip around on me just as I'm trying to show you. But I've got the roses. Come on, there. Now you can see. The backwards camera thing, lefts are right and rights are lefts. That's really going to be getting me for a bit. So there's that pair. Let's see. I have two different styles of my rainbows without the wording. So there's the ones with the clouds. Let me see which one is moving. Okay, so this here with the white are the clouds, and then this one here, they're more of a clear iridescent for raindrops. So there's those. And then I have, my earlier stream, we were all talking about the pets we love. So it would only be fitting for me to put up some doggy bones. And because of the conversation that we had about, that good old rainbow bridge and everything, I wanted to add one of my special guardian angels of the rainbow bridge pair. These also serve as, I am a huge police supporter, police, fire, military, ambulance, all of that. And these beads are thin blue line themed. So these were made originally with the intention of a line of thin blue line jewelry, which I have several pairs with the thin blue line theme. And so these are thin blue line canine angels. So whether you want them as, rainbow bridge angels, or if you want them as thin blue line canine, whichever meets your heart more. So the way that what I'm doing for the giveaway for those is I put in my description of the video the Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal tip jar. So YouTube kicked off my monetization and said that my content is reused, is what they called it. So what I'm doing now is for anybody who puts in a $5 donation to any one of those three, then you're in a drawing. And then after the live stream's all over, I'm going to take all of those names and I'm going to draw out, I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was like 6 or 7. And then just put in the description your address, please, and I will mail them out to you. So, and really, to be honest, for the $5, like I think it's $3.50 to ship in the United States. So it's not like I'm making a mint on doing this. I pretty much just wanted to cover the shipping, but I wanted to give something away that means a lot to me. I put a lot of love into my jewelry pieces. So I really, that's a part of me. And I wanted to share that part of me with all of you. So, but thank you all for coming out. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I think the goal is to discourage creators. They discourage us to get us kind of out of the game doing that. Let me know. Is my video buffering? I'm rendering the clip. So I think I'm overloading my poor laptop. I do have another one, but the mic on that one is just not great. And so until I can get a better mic, it's this one. Thank you, drums. Thank you so much. Ooh, statement earrings and chandelier earrings. Let's see here. I don't know. I think Cash App actually doesn't charge anything to send. And I think Venmo might not. Venmo is a subsidiary of PayPal, though. So I might be wrong on that. But I know Cash App. My friend asks me all the time if I'll pick him stuff up at the store or, run an errand for him because he's kind of on house arrest right now. So he'll cash at me, $8 to go to the gas station and get him a pack of smokes or something. But yeah, the buffering drums. Thank you. I thought it might have been doing that. It'll stop as soon as the video that I have rendering is done rendering. So that says it's 73% done. So hopefully that'll be done soon. I debated waiting to come on, and I was like, no, I was already 12 minutes late. I'm like, oh, do I do a mic? No, I can't. I don't know how to set it up where it does the premiere screen or any of that other stuff yet. I'm going to have to ask our favorite YouTuber if he will assist me in letting me know how that's done. Because I really don't know any of this. I am just learning as I go, like I do with everything in life. That's what my channel was originally going to be. So I had started a channel called Project Horribly Wrong, and that was going to be my YouTube channel. It was not going to be court stuff. The court stuff, just like I had mentioned earlier, serendipitously happened because of Mike and me wanting to help him out, and I needed to learn how to edit videos. So I just kind of got into it like that. But what it was going to be is I'm a little bit of a redneck. And I have no professional skill of building things, or doing the jewelry or anything else that I do. Everything that I do is I learn as I go, and I go into it with absolutely zero knowledge and somehow come out with a really awesome project when I'm done with it. So it was going to, and along the way, I might have to add this. So because I have no formal training, I don't always use things properly. So I end up with some really funny oopsies. So my favorite story, and thank God I didn't have the channel going at the time because this would have been just hilarious. Yes, sorry, Lane. Put your address in like something in the payment, so that way I know where to mail them to. But yes, if you could, please, thank you. And I promise I won't use your address for anything nefarious. I have nothing but good intentions for everybody. I promise. Thank you, Glitter Fart. I hope everybody is having a great night too. Okay, so my favorite story and perfect example. Those like fishing chairs, they're like foldable plastic, kind of cheaply made. You squish them up into a little square sack and away you go. They're like $10. So I had one of those, and I was making, I think, my recycled pallet planters. So it was an herb planter, 3-tiered, and I was just using recycled pallets. And I had a jigsaw. I think that's the one. And so I'm sitting in the little fishing chair and using the jigsaw, and the chair was not rated for my size. It was just kind of one of the basic chairs. So perfect for kids, not for adults. And so as I'm going along with the saw, all of a sudden the bottom of the chair gives out, my butt lands on the concrete, and the saw is up in the air, and I'm still holding the trigger on it. And so I'm like, the only thing that I can compare it to is like when I was 5 years old and I went to go to the bathroom in the dark and somebody had left the toilet seat up, and here I had my, arms and legs out of the bowl. It was the same exact thing. My arms and legs are hanging out the sides. And I couldn't even get out of it. I had to like roll the chair onto the ground. So if I had my channel, that would have been just absolutely perfect for it. But it was supposed to be so much fun, and I really wanted to do it. Unfortunately, after the accident with the spinal injury, I lost my ability to do a lot of my woodworking, and building and gardening and everything else that I did. I literally lost every hobby that I had, and I kind of had to start from scratch and make new hobbies. So it didn't work out, and YouTube never let me validate that channel. They wouldn't allow me to use my phone number on it. So, and I went rounds with them. Yeah. Yes. Yes, yes. But I went rounds with YouTube on trying to get them to allow me to use my phone number to validate the channel, and they wouldn't let me. So that channel still exists, but I can't upload anything under or over 15 minutes. So it won't work for the court stuff, and I can't do live streams on it. So it just sits there. But that's why I had to launch it on my own personal channel. It's not because I think, that I've got a big head. I didn't even want my name as part of it. I didn't want to launch it on my personal channel. I really kind of wanted some anonymity, especially when I'm doing dumb stuff. But that was going to be the one thing too. Like, I was never going to take suggestions on how to do things from people, because if I'm going to win the Darwin Award, it's going to be because of my stupidity, not because of my chat suggestion stupidity. So, um, but yeah, that was what I wanted my channel to be. But this is so much fun. All right, I have, it says it's 96% done. So it's almost done, I promise. And then we are going to get to sit and watch Thurston County. I clipped out some of the boring ones. There's nothing like explosive or super, super amazingly fun, but just some fun stuff. And we'll get to chat and hang out, and people be able to come in and out as they want. And it's just us having a good time. It's how I wanted to celebrate my birthday. And maybe, who knows? I'm gonna send him one. Let me do that. Come on, quit buffering. All right, I'm gonna copy that. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. Okay, I don't know what just happened. I'm really sorry. Um, did I leave? Did I go away? I'm so sorry. Oh gosh. Ah, I'm learning. I swear, I'm trying. I really am. All right, I am sending Mike the invite now. He might not see it because it's so late. There we go. But I tried. Okay. Now, let me find. Ah, 2 minutes left. 1 minute left. Okay, come on. You can do it. You can do it, laptop. I promise. I'm really trying here, guys. It's almost done. Okay. Do I have, hold on. I gotta go up. There was a question up there. I saw a question mark. Sorry, when I do things, I have to go to other screens and I can't read stuff. Creative alternatives. All right. Do I have a favorite Zoom court character? Judge or defendant? Hi, Leslie. Yes, I am. And I love that is now an action word. Yep. You're amazing. Excuse me. Okay, now, okay, so that's done. Close that. Okay, now I'm going to add. Yes. Okay. Yay, I'm figuring this out. I have to talk my way through it, but I am figuring it out.
And use it.
Ta-da! Okay, and this
and that's what I did. Now I didn't know that you couldn't use it so far over, I guess, is what I'm getting at. But now, okay, the officer, not doctor, I'm sorry, Schick, am I saying that correctly?
Yes, Trooper Schick.
Okay. From her letting me know this, now I do know it, and I still use this, but I make sure that it comes down here, not across in this area, so it doesn't bother me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the key is to have it over your arm, not under your arm.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's too easy to come out of the seatbelt. The lap belt holds you in, but the shoulder belt doesn't do much if it's not over your shoulder. So that's
okay.
Sorry, I have to pause for this one. I found a courtroom that you're gonna love. I almost did it for this stream, but it has a Katrina and Maribel vibe for the judge and his secretary person, and then the prosecutor is a Jay Regier. So I'd actually sent Mike a couple of the clips from this place, and he thought that it was from like 15-20 years ago, based on the vibe of the courtroom, but it was actually from that morning, and I wasn't on stream to tell him. But yeah, I I promise that is coming. It's Clallam County, I think it's called. But I love them. That judge stole my heart. He really did. And I do have him on a USB drive on my other computer that I might reach in a little bit. We'll see how this one goes.
That's the key.
Yeah, I did.
That's-
Like I said, I was
All
going
right.
by what my doctor had
Yeah.
told me, and that was clear back in
Okay,
91.
since you did have doctor approval for it, I'll find not committed on the ticket, but now you understand going forward,
Yes.
you'll need to make sure you have it over your shoulder.
Oh, definitely. Because my mom was with me and she wears hers really, really loose. And I said, Mom, I don't think we can do that no more. And
Right.
she says, well, that's how I've always, I said, Mom, come on now. If I have to do it, you got to do it.
That's right. You want to keep both of you safe.
Make
Yes.
yourself look better by telling
All
her
right,
mom.
you're all done, Ms. Barnett. Thank you.
Do I just hang up or do I stay on?
Oh, you're welcome to stay on and watch what we do the rest of the afternoon, or you can say goodbye.
No, actually, I've got to go take care of my father.
All
But
right.
thank you.
Have a good afternoon.
You too.
Bye-bye.
And thank you very much. Bye now.
Sure. Bye. Louis Davis. Mr. Davis, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
And would you stand and raise your right hand for me?
Oh,
Swear the testimony in this case to be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
yes, sir.
Go ahead and have a seat. You have a speeding ticket. You are eligible for a deferral on that ticket, or you can contest the ticket. I will note that the officer, and have you read the officer's statement?
No. Sir.
Okay. The officer indicates that the radar had your actual speed at 75 and a 60. He only cited you for 65 and a 60, which reduces the fine on the ticket. But he said the radar actually had you at 75. So it's your choice. You can contest the ticket.
Well, I was
Or
going
do
to
the
contest it,
deferral.
but I'm not going to play around and wind up with it on my record because I was not doing. There was a van that shot by me and another car. I was over in the outer lane, and I swear he probably got them, but I'm not going to fool around. I'll go deferral, call it a wrap. I'm happy. It's a good day.
Okay. All right. I'll authorize the deferral. Come on up, and actually I'll give you the paperwork. You're just going to take it out to the front window in the lobby,
Okay.
and they'll set you up.
Appreciate you very much, sir.
Yeah, you too. David Sparks. Mr. Sparks, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Looks like you're getting ready to go fly your plane.
No, actually, with wireless headphones, I'm actually at work.
Are you a pilot?
I feel bad for this judge because I love him. I adore him. And he has the greatest sense of humor, but nobody gets his sense of humor. All of his jokes just kind of go right over their head. And they're trying to be so serious and he's trying to lighten the mood. And they just don't get it. But he really is funny in a very dry kind of way, which I love.
No, sir, it's a Bluetooth headset.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm kidding you. All right. Let's see. You have a speeding ticket, I believe. You do. You did a deferral 5 years ago, so you're still 2 years from being eligible for a deferral. Have you read the officer's report?
Nice lady at the court desk. Yes, I have. There was another car next to me at the time. I don't know whether the aircraft, she was going way faster than I was, so I don't know how the aircraft was able to pick me out of that group.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Hold on for a second because I need to review this before you make a statement that you might not want to make. So
Alrighty.
Sit tight.
This is Thurston County,
All right,
Washington.
Mr. Sparks, the way the aircraft tickets work is that there's a pilot that flies over sections of I-5, and they, you know, those big white V's on the side of I-5, those are painted marks that the pilot sees from the air, and they're half-mile intervals, and then the pilot times vehicles between those half-mile intervals, and he does it with 2 stopwatches on the plane, and then based on time it takes you to do that, they punch that in and it calculates the speed, and then he radios it to a trooper on the ground who then pulls you over. And the way he identifies which car he's tracking is, for example, he indicates here that it was a green colored small utility vehicle traveling northbound in lane 3. So in this one, the pilot said he had you at 84 and 81 miles an hour between the 2 different spots at which he observed you. So that's how that system works. Now, I've explained the system to you, but what I'm also going to explain is I do not have the affidavit of the pilot. I just have the affidavit of the ground officer. And so I don't have any information about the pilot, about the accuracy of the stopwatches and the system that he used.
Why did you put that in my head? Seattle Jen! I'm gonna put that back up there. Why did you put that in my head? That's not fair. That's funny, but it's not fair. Oh. Well, if you ever run into this judge in the gas station or something, you can tell him he has a huge fan club. I'm sure he probably already knows.
So because of that, I'm going to dismiss the ticket. You're going to catch a break, but understand that when you're out there, particularly on clear days, you know, if they have a plane in the air, you're on that risk.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yep, you're all done.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too. Mr. Schuman, good afternoon.
Your Honor, what a pleasure.
Indeed. Mutual.
Thank you. Your Honor, I am appearing on one case. I just appeared last week, so I'm hoping that we can still deal with it, perhaps, if that's all right with the court.
What's the name?
It's Durazo, Your Honor. Christina Durazo. It's on the 2 o'clock calendar, 3A0430665.
Right.
And so, as you may have guessed, I have some preliminary motions. I'm wondering if the court has received a report.
Let me take a look here in just a second.
Thank you.
Yes, I do have a report. Do you have one?
I just have a somewhat sketchy photograph that my client sent me a picture of. I haven't received discovery from the prosecutor's office, but I think I have some dispositive motions that may negate the necessity of continuing the matter, if you're willing to hear them.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, first of all, moving to suppress, my client just sent me 2 pages. I don't know if there's a third, but I'm moving to suppress the officer's report under RCW 5.50.0103E because I can't see the third page if there is one. Usually it says page 1 of 3, 2 of 3, etc. I don't see that, but again, it's sort of a sketchy photo. But I'm going to guess that, as in most cases, it doesn't comply with RCW that I cited, based on the fact it needs to have a full name and department or agency as well as a badge number. But again, I only have the first 2 pages. I don't even know if there is a third page. But I think on that basis, I'd be moving to suppress the report for lack of inadmissibility and then dismiss.
All right, thank you. And is your concern that the affidavit doesn't have that because the infraction has that information?
Yes, I think that under that RCW, it needs to be properly sworn separately. It's like if we had You know,
Right.
in the old days,
Yeah.
the face of the ticket had the 9A72085 language on the front, but it didn't apply to a report on the back. It needed to be separately sworn to. Sorry to interrupt.
Nope, that's okay. I just want to make clear I understood what your argument was.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
My coffee's very far away from me. I will be right back.
Yeah, so my take on it is the oath that's on the citation refers to having probable cause to issue the infraction. It, however, does not swear to the accurateness and completeness of the accompanying affidavit. So based on that, I will find that it violates the statute and grant the motion to suppress and dismiss.
Great, thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good to
Yes,
see you.
nice to see you. I don't think I've seen you in quite a while, so have a nice afternoon.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you.
Yep.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Mr. Bradley, good afternoon. And while you're up, I'll swear you in.
Okay.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear the testimony in this case to be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you can sit or stand at your choice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And in your folder, do you have proof of insurance?
I do not, Your Honor.
Okay,
I
what's,
didn't have insurance on that day.
I'm sorry, you did not? And are you going to get insurance?
My riding days are behind me.
Okay,
I don't drive. I've never driven. I occasionally rode my motorcycle.
mhm,
Those days are behind me.
okay,
I'm permanently injured from this accident.
okay.
It is sad, but he's
I
really
have a note from my
he's
doctor to
milking
that
that
effect.
hard.
Okay. So let me read the officer's report and then I'll talk with you further.
Yes, sir.
All right, so this is the accident that occurred at Rich and Fir Tree.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the vehicle turned and then you had to lay down your bike. Is that
I
essentially
didn't
what?
have to lay it down. I hit them. They turned right in front of me, Your Honor.
Okay, so you hit their car?
With his car hitting me, but
Okay. Okay, so there was an actual collision there.
there's some factual evidence that, or some facts that are presented in that case that are incorrect, and I can prove that today, Your Honor.
Mhm, okay,
I can also prove that I was not going too fast for conditions, which I don't know exactly even what that means.
right, all right.
There were, you know.
All right, yeah, hold
Sorry, go
on
ahead.
just a second.
And Your Honor, I apologize, but if I could point out also, the person who turned in front of me was not cited.
Right.
Even though it clearly says he failed to yield right of way.
Okay. Yeah, part of the issue here is I'm trying to decipher who was who when the officer's report is not very clear, but
I can help you with
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm figuring it out.
I was heading northbound.
Yep, I got you.
No such thing as too chatty.
All right, the officer indicates that. Have you seen the officer's report?
I have, Your Honor.
Okay, so you know what he said. And he's trying to give me an analysis of the skid distance and what that would say about your speed.
I don't know if I've
However, there's nothing in here that tells me that he's qualified to make that analysis. So based on that, and he wasn't, I am assuming he was not present at the time of the accident.
No, Your Honor, and I have photos here.
Okay,
There
so-
were no skids.
Okay, but he showed up sometime after the accident.
Correct.
Okay, all right. There's not enough information in here for me to find that you were speeding too fast. So I'll dismiss that ticket. On the no insurance ticket, you did not have insurance at the time, correct?
That is true, Your Honor.
Okay,
I would say, Your Honor, if I don't know if this makes a difference. This is left me indigent.
okay. Yeah, I just. Hip, knee, all of it?
It broke my lower femur in 28 pieces.
And the judge is trying to help you. If you'd
How-
stop trying to help
I
yourself.
have physical therapy for months and years ahead of me, and I have a doctor's statement to that effect.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is, on the no insurance ticket, I'll leave the finding of committed, which is there. I won't impose any fine.
Thank you, Your Honor. I won't be riding anymore. I'm not able to, and I've never driven in the state of Washington. So thank you for your consideration.
All right, and good luck with your physical therapy and hope you get some functionality back.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep. You're gonna have really strong arms after this.
Yeah, that would be great. I appreciate it.
Thank you for helping out, appreciate it.
Why are
And
those?
Mary
You
Ann
shouldn't
Campbell?
have.
Ms. Campbell, good afternoon.
It's actually Reyes.
Oh, it's now Mary Ann Reyes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Was it right? Was it at one point Campbell?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, if you'd raise your right hand for me. Swear the testimony in this case to be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and have a seat. Okay, looks like we're talking about a speeding ticket from April 19th. Looks like there was a hearing back on the 27th of July and you missed it, so they found committed on the ticket.
My best friend.
And I will tell you that on that ticket, I see you'd requested a mitigation hearing. On that ticket, you are eligible for a deferral, which would let you keep that ticket off your driving record. So if, looks like that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do, you would agree to pay $150. You've paid $33.20, it looks like already. So you'd have to pay the balance and we give you 3 months to do that. And then you'd go 6 months without another ticket. If you do both those things, and the speeding ticket does not go on your record.
Okay, perfect.
Is that what you would like to do?
Yes, please.
Okay, come on up, Ms. Paris, and actually, we'll give the paperwork. You'll take it out to the front window,
Okay,
front counter out there, and they'll,
okay.
and just remind them that you've already paid $33.20, it looks like is what you paid. Yes, $33.20. Yep.
I have been saving them. And so this will give you an idea of, you know how I said I was redneck? This will give you an idea of how country I am. So we country folk, we like to can. We garden and then we can. It's what we do. But you ain't country until you can a memory. Yeah. So I don't know if you can see this. What this is a full bouquet that was given to me. All of the roses were dehydrated. And then I arranged them. It's much prettier in person. And then on the top, just like you do with all canning, I wrote who it's from and what the event was. So, yeah, I can a memory. So in April, some of you guys know this from my Law Talk with Mike chatting. But back in April, I almost died 3 times. Not exaggerating. And I was hospitalized for 10 days. It was a very aggressive lung infection. And coupled with some secondary issues, and then allergic reactions to medicines. It was a rough time. But when I got out, I had saved every time you ordered a meal, they gave you an orchid, an edible orchid with your tray, and it was really beautiful purple. And so for my mom, for can't remember if it was Mother's Day. I think it was Mother's Day. I got her a bouquet, but I got it early and I dried it. And then I arranged it really pretty with tissue paper and everything. And my mom lives a ways away from me, so we only see each other a couple times a year. And so when I went to see her, I gave her a canned memory, and inside was an orchid from my hospital stay. And that's kind of like my what do you call it? Symbol. That's my symbol of strength is an orchid. Because they're so beautiful, and their beauty got me through every single day. I loved collecting them and couldn't wait till I could get home to dry them. So anyways, that's another crafty hobby of mine. So back to Thurston or back to Buckley, whichever one we want to do.
So you're all done. Yep.
Have a good day.
Thanks, you too. Cassidy Gardner. Ms. Gardner,
I'm here, Your Honor.
or Mr. Gardner, sorry. Thank you. Let's see, Mr. Gardner, insurance. You got it?
I have not acquired, I do not have insurance. I will pay the ticket in full.
What's your plan here?
I do not drive the vehicle that happened for. I was moving at the time and it was bothered from a family friend. I was driving. I should have gotten insurance for it. I did not. I don't currently drive it, and it will be more expensive for me to acquire insurance for it than it would be for me to pay this ticket.
Right. And so do you drive another vehicle?
I do not currently. I'm currently shopping for a vehicle, and I will
Okay.
be getting insurance for that vehicle.
Okay, so that's really the whole point here. So how about we do this? How about how soon are you going to get that new vehicle? What do you think?
Sometime within the next 2 months.
Okay. Then I'll set a hearing out in 3 months and come back and show me proof that the vehicle you have is insured, and then I can reduce the ticket from $559 down to $200, save you basically $359.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, so you want to do that?
I would love to do that. Thank you.
Okay, and let me confirm.
I love how many times he does that for people.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll put notice in the mail to you telling you when you're coming back to court, and just make sure we get proof of insurance.
I will. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and the best thing probably is if you're going to appear remote next time, once you get the insurance proof, just scan it and send it in to us so we can put it with your file and the judge can just see it right there. Hopefully you heard that.
I am. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Mr. Gardner.
That made me laugh so hard
Dominique
when I was
Gill?
editing.
Hi. Swear the testimony in this case to be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Okay, you can bring your lawyers up if you want.
Oh. I asked her if she was excited to come here, and she said, "This is no park."
No, but it's a fun place, don't you guys think?
Is it fun here? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, if that guy tells me I'm supposed to say it's fun, then it's fun. All right, Ms. Gill. And Dominica, is it?
Yep.
Dominicia? How do you say it?
It's Dominicia is my like formal long
Dominicia.
name.
Yeah.
But most people call me Dominica.
Yeah, okay, yeah. it just plus one vowel and it makes it a little bit easier.
And Dom and
Yeah.
yeah, just anything that people can actually remember.
Yep. Okay, so you have an expensive speeding ticket from May. You are eligible for a deferral on that ticket.
Yeah, that's what I'm here.
Okay, so for you, a deferral with one infraction is $150. We give you 3 months to pay it.
Okay.
And you'll stop at the front window today just to set that up. And then go 6 months without another ticket, and this ticket will not go on your record.
And this is 6 months from today?
Yeah, the ticket out of Ruston won't impact this.
Okay,
So 6 months from today.
got it.
Okay. You can come on up and pick up the paperwork.
All right.
Yep.
If you stick around, you'll see how important pronouncing names is to him. Like
Thanks. Bye-bye.
there's some really unique names in Washington, and he really gets a kick out of
Paul Jensen.
pronouncing them correctly.
Mr. Jensen, good afternoon. You're looking sharp.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right.
Been a while.
Let me see here. If you'll raise your right hand for me. Swear the testimony in this case be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
If you'd raise your right hand, please. Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
All the truth. Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yes,
Go ahead. And have you read the officer's report?
yes, I have.
Okay. I'm going to take a moment, read it, and then I'll hear from you.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. Hopefully you've seen that.
I have not seen it, so let me take a look.
And then I filed a supplemental declaration. And then I do have a letter from a captain with Washington Fish and Game.
You indicated you filed something, a statement by somebody with the Fish and Wildlife?
I sent them a letter and I got a response back from Captain Dan Chadwick.
And what was it? And I don't see it filed.
I have it here.
Okay,
I-
sure. Is this court copy or?
Yeah, you keep that, please, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Sarah.
I assume you've practiced as
We
an
just
attorney.
moved rooms. That's
Um,
all. I'm
many
just
years
gonna
ago.
set up
Tribal?
somewhere else.
I did work for the tribe for a while, I think in law school. I was a district court prosecutor for Pierce County and San Juan County back in
Okay.
the early days.
All right. Did you prosecute anybody for violating the treaty rights? All right. Well, I guess I'll put it this way.
I have a court case that's directly on point. That
Is
like
it the one that you had the copy of the head notes for?
Menominee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The state has chosen not to appear today. You've made your argument. I don't have a counter argument. I'm going to buy your argument. I know, having read the captain's report, apparently Fish and Wildlife have a different view, but they're not here to argue it. So I will dismiss the ticket.
Okay.
Are you
Thank
still
you, Your Honor.
practicing?
No.
Just fishing.
Just fishing.
All right.
All right.
I will say that I actually was friends with Billy Frank, so
Oh.
I know how important this issue is.
Yeah, yeah. My mom is here.
Okay. Thank you for coming down, keeping an eye on your son. It's important. Yeah.
It's important to all of us,
Yeah.
the tribe,
Yeah.
and Snohomish really haven't been treated fairly.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. By the way, I encouraged Billy's son, Willie, to go to law school. I actually brought him into court and I had him sit right here and sit through a calendar with me, just so he could get a sense of it. And he said, yeah, this would be really neat, but nah, I think I'll just go
Go fish.
go fish and go run the trot. So, he's been the chairman of the Nisqually.
When I was
Anyway,
back in DC, we went to the Native American, of course, and he's all over pictures,
as he should.
yeah, it's very important there.
Yeah.
And it was powerful.
Right.
Yeah.
And to have the Nisqually Reserve named after him
Yeah.
is important too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Leighton Libhart.
Here, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
And Mr. Liphart, you have a speeding ticket and looks like you did a deferral previously on a ticket out of Federal Way or Fircrest. Fircrest back in
This
2019,
one's
so you're not eligible for a deferral. Did you read the officer's report?
I have not yet, sir. I've been traveling.
Okay, if you'd raise your right hand for me. Right hand. There we go. You swear the testimony in this case will be the truth, all truth, and nothing but the truth.
I swear, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'll just let you know what the trooper's report says. Trooper says he's been a trooper since 1998. And then on May 30th of this year, he was assigned traffic duties in Pierce and Thurston County, driving a marked patrol car. And he
Yes, sir.
used a laser speed measuring device to monitor traffic, and he's been trained and certified in the operation of the device. And then he observed your vehicle at a high rate of speed in excess of 60-mile-an-hour limit. Said he put the sighting reticle on your vehicle and obtained a speed of 77 miles an hour at a distance of 650 feet. And he said that was consistent with his estimate of the speed of your vehicle. And he had tested the laser unit that morning and then also when he got off shift, and that it passed all the tests to show that it was working accurately. So that's the officer's statement. Anything you want to tell me?
I do not believe that I was going that fast. I believe that writing me a ticket for 1 mile per hour over the speed limit is already in excess, and I seek to have this dismissed.
Okay, so you're telling me your point of view is that you were driving 60.
That I was going the speed limit in a transition zone between a 70 and a 60 mile an hour.
Transition zones don't exist. Just because you can see the speed limit sign of a new speed limit, it doesn't mean that you can hike up to that speed limit. Speed limits don't start until you hit the sign. Not literally hit it. I didn't mean that.
Okay. Well, there really isn't a transition zone. I mean, I know drivers can think of that. When you hit the 70, then you can accelerate to 70. You cannot accelerate on your way to 70 or vice versa. So there is no transition zone. You have to be doing the speed as set by the posted speed limit at the area in which you are in. So, the speeding 1 over ticket, which of course, you weren't according to the officer, you were 27 over. He does that as a way of just reducing the fine. That's as low a financial ticket as he can write as a 1 mile an hour over ticket. So he writes it that way. In this case, he said you look fast. His laser, which he said was calibrated and working properly, said you were doing 77. So I'll fine committed on a ticket of 1 mile an hour over, and fine is $114. So you have 30 days to contact the court and get that paid off. Thank you, Mr. Labart.
Okay.
Why didn't you tell him?
There is no.
Jonathan Miller. Mr. Miller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
See,
Can
you
you hear
have a
me?
speeding ticket. You work?
Yeah.
Okay. This won't take long. You'll be able to get back to work momentarily. You have a lot of tickets and car-related stuff on your record, but amazingly enough, you are eligible for a deferral on the speeding tickets. And I don't know if you've heard my explanation of the deferral, have you?
I have heard it. And we'll go with that.
Okay. $150. You have 30 days to contact us to set it up, and you have 3 months to pay it in full. And you go 6 months without another ticket. You do both those things, and this speeding ticket does not go on your record.
Sounds good.
Okay, you're all done.
Thank you.
Thanks. Amy Nitchman.
Good afternoon.
Ms. Nitchman, good afternoon. And I expect you to be holding up a Discover Pass.
Oh, yes,
No.
I have that for you, sir. I also mailed the receipt and the time that it was purchased at the day that I was at the park, and mailed that all to Thurston County.
Okay, actually, I see that happened.
Yeah, so what happened that day is I had purchased this online thinking that I would be able to enter my license plate number online, and then found out after I had purchased the annual pass that I wasn't able to do that. And it was asking me to print it, which I didn't have the capability to do because I was already there in the park. So in retrospect, I should have let the park rangers know, that I had purchased this pass, but I didn't have a printed proof of purchase. But when I drove into the park, I did not see a park ranger at the first station that I passed.
Was this at Miller Sylvania?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so I see your pass, you're good to go. It's not a good to go pass, it's a Discover Pass. So I see your pass and I'll dismiss the ticket.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, have a nice afternoon.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yep, bye-bye. Cameron Wilson. Mr. Wilson, if you'd activate audio and video, please.
Yes,
There we go. All right, and car's not moving, right?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, you'd be surprised at how many people try to do these hearings while they're driving, and the last thing I want is somebody getting in an accident trying to testify at the same time. That
We
wouldn't
would not be
look good
surprised.
anywhere. So I always check. Are you over in Teton?
Huh?
Are you over in Titan?
No. I do not live there or reside there.
Okay. Is that where you get mail?
No, I changed my mail. I've had a problem receiving mail because it has to do with the case, because I've requested a paper or a card from my insurance company, but it's all digital on my phone and it says I had insurance the whole time. So because I live in my car, so I absolutely have to have insurance. So I've been living in my car for the past year. So I just didn't know how to pull it up on the app, and I'm not technical savvy. I'm old, so I don't know this new school stuff. And when I tried pulling it up on the phone, I just couldn't figure it out. And it was like a password I had to enter, and the officer was very impatient with me. So, but I've had insurance this whole time.
Okay. All right, so let's go back to your address for a minute, and it's not related to the ticket, but right now your license status shows that your address is so the law requires you to have a mailing address that is effective with Department of Licensing. So, if you're not getting mail there, then maybe take out a PO box someplace.
I did that. I set one up and spent like $80 for like 6 months or something like that. And I've been waiting and I've still not received anything. I've got, like I said, it's all on my phone.
Right. The reason is because Department of Licensing doesn't have that as your address. I don't see anything in here where they know to send it to that address. So you'll need to get online or go to a Department of Licensing office and give them the PO box. Right now, they're still sending any mail to you to the Titan address.
Well, that's not good. Well, I've been checking my PO box and to see if they're sending stuff back, because it'll eventually end up in my PO box. I've been doing that like a lot.
Okay.
So.
That was just a courtesy. I just wanted to let you know.
But yeah, I'm gonna figure that out, because I went down to the PO to put in a change of mail address so that all mail that's in my name come to that PO box. I stated that because I asked you on that paper.
Yeah, this is a little different. So there is an actual statute which says that all of us, anytime we move, we have to notify the Department of Licensing of our new address. Not
Well, I
by
don't have
doing
an address.
Right. So, but if you have a post office box, you have that. So you just have.
I've given that.
You have to give them. You have to go to a Department of Licensing office, not the post office, and give them your post box number.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
This building looks like this, and this building looks like this. Oh my gosh. Like, you almost have to draw it in crayon for this guy.
That'll help you out. Okay, I'll dismiss the ticket.
Thank you.
You're all done. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So my kiddo needs to go to bed because school in the morning and, sleep and whatever other excuses she was rambling on about. But I want to thank you guys for coming on out and hanging out with me tonight. That was just so amazing. This is how I wanted to spend my birthday. Last year I spent my birthday on Law Talk with Mike chat. This morning I woke up and the first thing I saw was that Law Talk with Mike was on doing morning coffee. And so that's how I got to start my birthday. And I wanted to do a couple of live streams. I wanted to do my giveaway. So don't forget, if anybody is here that wasn't here earlier when I first started, go back and take a look at the beginning. I show the earrings that I am giving away. I'm going to leave that open. I'm not going to draw until, why don't I do it? Let's see, it's 11:20 right now here. And I want to give people a little bit of time tomorrow to be able to watch this and maybe get in on it if they'd like to. So why don't I say that at noon tomorrow? So October 13th at noon, I will take a look at everybody who sent in at least $5 to cover the shipping. It's going to be a random, I'm going to kind of do one of those wheel generator things where I can type the names in and then just spin and pick because I can't think of any other way to make sure it's 100% random, and I, want to be fair. So it's going to be random, and just if you make a donation to any of the Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal tip jar, then at least $5 to cover the shipping, then I will mail out the winners the earrings. And they're going to be, I haven't decided if I'm going to assign them at random, or I think, what I'll probably do is when I draw the names, I will try to get in contact with everybody. So if I can catch you over the course of the day, or the next day or two, I should say, then I will kind of let people pick in order, maybe. Oh, that's not going to work. I think I'm just going to have to send people things at random, and you're just going to have to love what you get. And if anybody does want to order them from me, I do. I sell them for $10 a pair for the basic ones, $15 for the more intricate ones. And then shipping, of course. But yeah, that's always an option too. So people can get a hold of me. I am very easy to find. My email is my name at Gmail. So I use Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger is probably the easiest way to get a hold of me. I haven't figured out how, like, I have Instagram, and the only thing I use it for is to talk to Mike. 100%. That is the only thing I use my Instagram for. It existed before Mike, but I never used it. I don't even know why I set it up. I had it for something else, probably for when I was doing the patches for Dad campaign, collecting police patches from all over the world. That was an awesome thing. But at any rate, thank you guys again. I love you all so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I really appreciate it. You guys made my birthday. You really did. So thank you for coming out. You guys are amazing.